I love crypto trading bots, but there are so many to choose from. Like, which one should I use? Arbitrage, trend, or grid bot? Arbitrage, trend, or grid bot? It's so hard to decide. In this video, I'm gonna focus on Pionex's grid bot and share my experience with it so far. So if you're fascinated by crypto trading bots and are keen to try them out, then strap in, my friend, and let's dive right in. Hey folks, I'm Kevin, and if you watched my other videos before, you'll know that I swear by the dollar cost average and HODL approach. But that's for like 70% of my portfolio, and for the other 30%, I utilize other strategies like trading bots, for example. I've tried momentum bots, rebalancing bots, and even Pionex's arbitrage bot before. So I've got quite a bit of experience in this area. But let's take a step back. I mean, why do I even like bots anyways? Well, first, because they're super convenient to use. Like, once I set them up, I don't really need to maintain them too often. And second, they can massively outperform a buy and hold approach under certain market conditions at least. Third, because their strategy is controlled by code, so it's immune to the common mistakes that we make based on our emotions, like FOMO buying or panic selling. It happens to the best of us, even though we think we've learned our lessons before. And fourth, because bots save us a ton of time. We don't have to learn all the intricacies of trading and keep our eyes glued to the charts. We can just set our strategy and let it run. There are so many other reasons to like bots, but those are just my top ones, so just wanted to share them with you. Now, like I said, I have a ton of experience with bots, but I've never tried a grid bot before. So when I saw that Pionex offered them, I was super curious and had to take a closer look, especially since the grid strategy is something I've done manually before, but stopped doing it because it took too much time. So these past 2 weeks, I dove in real deep. I did my research on what a grid bot is and how the strategy works, and then made my decision to stop my arbitrage bot and transfer those funds over to a new grid bot that I started up. I kept my eye on its performance to see how it compared to the arbitrage bot and what that did, and came to a final verdict about which one I wanted to roll with for the foreseeable future. Let's go through my experience together to see if this is something that you might be interested in as well, shall we? Starting from the top, what is a grid bot anyways? Well, it's a bot that runs a grid trading strategy for you. Basically, you just select a price range, like let's say between $40,000 to $50,000 for Bitcoin, and the bot automatically sets laddering buy and sell orders for you. So as the price goes up, it will sell for you a portion of your coins as it hits those preset levels. And then it buys back when the price drops down and hits those levels once again. It does this over and over again to generate a profit. So it's really like an automatic swing trading bot if you think about it. This works amazingly in a sideways market like what we've been in for the past few months. And it can help you lock in profits in a true bull market too. But keep in mind that no strategy is perfect, and grid bots definitely have their limitations as well. For example, it doesn't work that well during a deep bear market, or really during any trend that doesn't have much fluctuations, because then it can't execute its strategy properly. So that was what I learned during my research, and it was time to try it out. So I pulled out my phone and went to go open my Pionex app, just like this. This is the main page, but let's check out this grid bot. I clicked on trade at the bottom, and I already have one running, but let's create a new one, shall we? Right at the top, grid trading bot, create. And there's a lot of different ways you can choose, right? AI strategy, it's them choosing the settings for you, or manual, in which you can set the grid range, the number of grids, total investment, stop loss, close bot. There's a lot of things, right? But why not just let the AI, who probably knows better than us, do it? So I'm gonna use 474 USDT to create this new one, and it shows you the parameters. Okay, boom, created successfully. And now it's just placing all the orders for me. But going to the one that has been running for quite a while now, you can see the overview and performance right here. My initial investment, total profit, which I'm quite happy about, over 7% returns now. And then it shows you grid profit, unrealized, total annualized, and the range, all that stuff, number of transactions. On the bottom right here in detail, if you click it, you can see all the different levels that has been set by it. Right? All the buy prices and all the sell prices. And this range is almost done because the high end is $50,000. So I'm gonna have to end this soon. And then at the bottom right here, you can click on closing this and selling it, or on this right side, you can release the profits as well. So I don't want to do that right now, but that's pretty much so easy to use, and that's pretty much it. But hold up, before we leave this app, there's something else I really want to show you. And it's called the Moon Bot, basically a specialized version of the Grid Bot. Like if you scroll down, there's this Moon ultra wide range grid trading bot for BTC and ETH. And basically it's a grid bot with the range set super wide, like $15,000 to $150,000 for BTC, just as an example. And the reason why we would do that is so that we can just let it run for a long time and not worry about the price leaving the range, in which case it would stop executing the strategy and then we'd have to come manually switch it, like I'm about to do with my initial grid bot. These moon bots are also a good idea to set if we are really bullish on the price action and think that it's going to really rocket soon. That way we can take advantage of that rocketing, but also use the bot's benefits like generating and locking in profits. So let's close this grid bot I had open already. Please sell, and it's going to take some time. And then I'm going to create a BTC Moon bot with my 790 USDT. And boom, all done, created successfully. It's that simple. So there's some more other intricacies and details about this bot, but let's just leave it at that for now. And maybe I'll touch on this more in a future video. Now real quick, before we get to my final verdict about this bot, you're probably wondering about Pionex, the company behind these bots. Are they legit? What do you got to know? Well, their team is all public, and I've met some of them over Zoom before, so that's always good. They're also backed by some of the most notable VC funds in Asia and have a money services business license by FinCEN that you can go look up on their official database. So all those factors combined give me more confidence in their legitimacy and professionalism. And personally, I haven't ran into any issues with their apps so far, so there's that. All right, no more waiting. It's time for my final verdict of whether or not this bot is worth it. Well, I say absolutely yes, because from my initial $740 investment, I've made over $50 so far, which is roughly a 6.9% profit in just 3 weeks. If we extrapolate that performance to a year, it'd be over 96% returns, almost doubling our money. Now, you might be like, wait up, I could just hodl and do better. But you gotta remember, the grid bot helps you lock in profits so you don't hold all the way up and all the way back down. And even if it does go up, down, just sideways for a while, this grid strategy can still generate consistent profits. That's the beauty and power of the strategy, and that's why I like it a lot as just one part of my overall investment toolbox. And I definitely prefer it to the arbitrage bot I tried last time, which is definitely safer, but I'm here to make some money. And the arbitrage strategy only generated around a 1.6% profit after 20 days. It wasn't doing that well since the funding rate stayed negative for several weeks. So that's the reason why that didn't perform as well as it could have. But my plan is to keep my grid bot running and let it ride. By the way, Pionex has so many other bot options besides the ones I mentioned so far. They have trailing bots, dollar cost averaging bots, TWAP bots, and other special automated strategies that you can choose from. So definitely go download their app, and please use my link down below to do that to support me as well. Also, you can watch this video that I made about their arbitrage bot if you want to learn more about that one. Anyways, I'm Kevin from BFB. I can't wait to see you on the next one, and cheers.